Hey, what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the Brown Gent. In this video, I'm going to talk about how you can set up your first Kaspa wallet, and not just that, but also get the funds in. Now, this will work regardless of where you live in the world. And I'll be honest with you, the reason I'm making this video is because I could not find this information for the life of me without talking to a ton of people in Discords, watching bit-sized pieces, people's videos. So we're going to have it all for you here right now. As always, just remember, I'm not a financial advisor. Please do your own research. I'm just a guy on YouTube, okay? And if you want extra coaching, guidance, and support, we got the Web3 Secret Society, so you can capitalize on the bull run. Join the 250 or so more people who have found value in this group. One thing I do want to remind you guys of is continue to follow me on Bank. I will be doing impromptu airdrop giveaways to people who follow me. So I'm not going to start it yet, but as those airdrops come out, I will be announcing it, and it will already have taken a snapshot based on who's following me. So don't miss out. Follow me. It's only 182 people so far. Now, guys, what's going on with Kaspa? Why are we doing this first, right? So Kaspa is a sort of fast, open source, decentralized, and very scalable layer one. You know, we've heard this story so many times. The narrative is very strong. This is something that I bought back around 11, well, almost like 12 cents. And it's done really well. So before you consider buying any of this, just remember, many people who are very bullish, who are telling you about this token, well, we got in much cheaper than you. I'm sure people got in way cheaper than me. I know people have been telling other stories on how they got in for pennies. So regardless, just remember this. Don't just ape in blindly because people tell you to do so. Now, Kaspa is supposed to bring about the new sort of age of like ordinals, like the way that they were done in Bitcoin is not as great. They're saying the Kaspa ecosystem is going to be much better. Now, there have been some hiccups because of the network congestion, tons of issues. That's fine. They're going to work it out. But before this launches, and launches in a really good manner where, you know, things will move fast, you're going to find that some of these inscriptions are going to skyrocket in value. You want to make sure you're set up and you know exactly what you're doing. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to set up your first wallet and how to fund it. Very, very basic. Now, one of the wallets I really like is actually called Kasium. I have Kasium on my phone, like you can see it right here. I took a screenshot just to show you guys, so I have set it up. Unfortunately, this is you know, it's a mobile friendly app, which I'm not always the biggest fan of because I like to have things on my computer. That being said, I've just been told before I came on here that there is a way to put it on your desktop. Then again, I don't really like doing that only because I want it as a Chrome extension to keep it compartmentalized so that it can't sort of read anything else on my computer. You never know, right? So this is what it looks like. It's not a bad app if you want to use your phone. Now, the app I'm going to show you today, and by the way, both of these get set up the exact same way. So you know, if you're worried that this won't be applicable, if you want the Caspium app, no worries. For the Casware app, all you got to do is go to a download link. So I use Chrome. When you click on that, it opens up this web page. You just sort of add extension. For me, it says remove from Chrome. That's because I've already installed it. All you got to do is hit the install button. Once you do, this will pop up. So you have the option to create a new wallet, import seed phrase, or import private key. I think you guys have done this many, many times. Let's just talk about if you're getting started. So you click on create a new wallet. It would take you here. Oh my God, it shows the seed phrase. Well, thankfully, this is not a seed phrase I'm using. This is just a sort of random seed phrase and whatever. Once you've done that, all you got to do is click I've saved my seed phrase. And you can pick 12 or 24 words. Then you go in, and before you submit, a really cool option that's showed up in a ton of wallets is this addition of passphrase. The passphrase, what it allows you to do is it allows you to add a 25th word. So even if, you know, your word gets sort of like, if you get your seed phrase figured out, you can add your passphrase here, you hit continue, and it's a 25th word that only you know. Maybe it's sort of like your birthday or where you were born or whatever, right? In this case, Casper rules. Once you've done that, bang, you've got your wallet, okay? You got 0 KAS, but hey, wait a second, that's not enough. We don't just want to have 0 KAS. We want to put money in. So like you see here, I got some money on here. And by the way, shout out to Defrenner on the chat. Defrenner actually helped me out with some info. Defrenner's the one who actually told me about the desktop version. I didn't want to say their name if they weren't here, but it is what it is. They also showed me one of the funding mechanisms that I'm going to use today. So first thing you're probably thinking is, all right, great. So, Brown Gent, you've showed me Gecko Terminal. We've used this in the past. I know to click on this, hit swap, and I'm able to get some tokens, right? So you go to Pancake Swap, you're able to sort of buy and sort of trade some USDT or some BNB for KAS. But wait a second, hold on. Don't do that, because the way the mechanism is set up so far, you are unable to receive, right? So basically what's going to happen is when you're done, when you've set up your wallet, you're going to see a screen like this. This is on Caspium. You're going to see the same thing for KAS, where it's like a different screen, but you're going to see this address, Kaspa:/address, or like a QR code, okay? So you need to send KAS, but you can't send it through the EVM mechanisms. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to use one of two protocols. One protocol is called ChangeNow. Kind of reminds me of, what's it called? I think that was like a Dragon Ball Z saying, like with Captain Ginyu, change now, right? But basically what you do is you pick a token. And by the way, you have to use Exchange Pro. I found Exchange Crypto and Buy Sell Crypto doesn't work everywhere. Exchange Pro works for everyone. You pick the token you want. So you can pick Sol, Matic, TRX, whatever you want. You know what I mean? Why can't I scroll down in here? Okay. Anyways, so you pick whichever one you want. And then once you've done that, you pick the token you want. So KAS. If I pick Solana, I'm going to need to have Solana on my ChangeNow exchange, right? So you have to log in. There's no KYC. So that's the beauty about this. You can do this anywhere. You click top up. I'm not going to click it here because I might pop up some personal stuff because I did sign up for something else. You hit top up. You then are asked to deposit that amount of token you want to do. It connects you to like, your Phantom or whatever, so you can deposit it. Or sorry, it gives you a QR code once again, or an address to send it to. Once you sent it, it credits your account. Then you come back here, you'll see available Sol will be like 1, for example. Then I hit the exchange button and it will do this. The challenge I have with ChangeNow, and the reason it's not my ideal situation, because I used it for the first time yesterday, was that it takes like a couple hours to go through. So if you got time, it doesn't matter. If you're going to go do this before work, so be it. But if you want to do this really fast, it's not worth it. It's only because anything over $100, they process manually, I believe. So it took me like 6 hours yesterday to get it. I would not recommend this. The other option, and the one that Defrenner brought to my attention, was RocketX. I really like this protocol. What this does over here is, once again, you do the exact same thing. So you sort of select the token you want. So you can pick, whatever network, whatever token. I'm picking Sol. And then basically you pick the KAS or whatever. Once again, you hit cross-chain swap. Just keep in mind the sort of prices you'll pay. So it's a 2% platform fee. All this other things here as well. So how much they're paying per Sol. So Sol right now is worth 147. They're paying 145. Hold on, I'm just going to do this. Right. So you are taking a bit of a hit on these, but once again, you pay for convenience. Obviously, ideally, we go through a standardized DEX. I know people use Gate.io, but most people don't have access to Gate.io. Once you pick the token here, you click recipient address. You have it here. I've already put this in here. You don't enter a CEX address. Make sure it starts with Kaspa and has your sort of thing over here. You hit save. You hit cross-chain swap. Then what's going to happen is going to load this page. Okay. And once it loads this page, it's going to open up a thing on my ledger very soon. It's going to ask me, hey, you got some Sol to give me? So just for in terms of purposes, I'm going to do this right here. You won't see this because I'm doing a pop-up on my browser, but I am submitting the deposit of 1 Sol. So you see just now, by the way, guys, I'm doing this for you. So you see it exactly. So right now, 1 Sol is going due to high Solana congestion. Yeah, what hasn't changed? Your transactions may fail or be delayed. Has not been an issue at all. So I've submitted it right now. It's going to process. And typically in about 5 minutes, I will then have the tokens in KAS show up on my wallet. So guys, like I said, shout out to Differenter here, really coming through with the alpha. Like, one of the things I love about this community is people like sharing and stuff. And my goal here is to really synergize and bring all of this information to you guys. And obviously I go through all of it to make sure like it works the way I want it to, and, make sure you guys have the proper stuff. So, this is really the thing here. And, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Really simple. Like, the whole idea behind all of this is just making sure that you guys have a very interesting or a very safe, secure way and a fast way to get yourself set up, whether you choose, the Caspium wallet, whether you choose the Casper wallet. And that way, once the KRC-20s are able to be minted without hassle, well, you're going to be able to take advantage of that. And don't worry, I will be making videos on how you can inscribe and all of that. Recommendations for you guys as well. Please go on Twitter, $KAS, look it up, see what people are talking about. This is still very, very early. You have an opportunity to make a lot of money if you do this properly, you invest the time in. Of course, for those of us in the Web3 Secret Society, we're going to be doing that a lot. We're going to prioritize that for the next 2 weeks just to make sure that we capitalize. So if you're interested, check out the link in the description below. That being said, guys, I got a couple more videos to make today. You're probably going to see them on the live, but if you haven't already, make sure you like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate you guys watching. And until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.